Hey guys, this is Dhruv and welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming Protein. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss some data types which is used in various programming languages. So let's begin. So guys, as we discussed in our previous videos that whenever we need to process something or we need to solve a particular problem, then the very first thing we need is so as to store the data in the variables so that we can process it to get the desired output. Now the question arises that what are data types? So let's suppose that if you entered an integer value or a character value, then how the compiler understand that you entered an integer value or a character value, so as to denote that you enter an integer value or a character value or anything else. We have to use some predefined keywords, as I discussed about the keywords in our previous video, that what are tokens. If you haven't watched that video, then please watch that one also. We have some keywords to denote the data, and these keywords are known as data types. Okay, so let's talk about some abbreviation which we used to represent data types. These abbreviation are also called the keywords, which I discussed, that these keywords are used to denote the data types. Okay, so let's move on to the keywords. These are some abbreviation, or we can also call them as the keywords which we used to define the data. Okay, so first one is int. Int is represent to define the integer data type, so that if you have to input some integer value, that is 2 3 4 or something else, so to input or to process integer type of value, you have to use int keyword. Okay, so the second one is char, that is used for character keyword. If you have to input or process a character variable, value that is used for, that is a character value, so you have to use char keyword. Now the third one is float. So float is the keyword which is used to represent floating value, that is the decimal value, or we can say that the point value. That is example 2.3, 4.4, and that is the decimal values. Okay, so these are the main three keywords which we use to represent the data types in a programming languages. Okay, so let's move on to the main data types which you used in the programming languages. So these are some data types which we use in the programming languages. So as we used data types to store values, so obviously these data types consume some memory in the hard disk or your storage device. So these are the list of data types and their memory consumption. So the first one is short int, that consume 1 byte of memory. Okay, so the range of this particular data type, that means the digits which it can store is minus 128 to 127. That means the digit which ranges from minus 128 to 127 can be stored in the short int data types. Okay, let's suppose that if you have to store 2 or minus 2 or 126, then you can use the short int. Okay, now the second one is unsigned short int. Okay, so it also consume 1 byte of storage and it ranges from 0 to 255. That means it can store 0 1 2 3 or 124 125 255, from 0 to 255. Now the third one is character, or we can say that char. It ranges from 0 to 255 or minus 128 to plus 127. It also consumes 1 byte of storage. Now the fourth one is unsigned char. It also ranges from 0 to 255. Now the word keyword that is unsigned means that it does not contain any sign. That means the unsigned values does not contain any sign, either it is positive or negative. It is default positive sign, so that unsigned char can store which ranges from 0 to 255. Now maybe you're thinking that how can be a character can be like 1 2 3. So as I told you that computer does not understand your English language, so it convert your character into the ASCII codes. Now what are ASCII codes? ASCII codes are the some values which is in integer form, reflect some characters that let's suppose that English character A have ASCII values equal to the 65. Same as every character have some ASCII values. In the same way, these zeros 0 to 255, every integer value reflects some character values. Okay, so now the next one is signed character or signed char. It also consume 1 byte of storage and lies from minus 128 to 127. That means the values from minus 28 minus 128 to 127 reflects the character. It can store these characters which reflect minus 128 to 127 values. Okay, now next one is int. Int reflect, as I told you that int reflect to the integer. Int is a keyword. Okay, so it ranges from minus 32768 to positive 32768, and it consumes 2 byte. Now I think you understand how to read these data types and their storage and the range which can they stored. So take a look on these data types and try to understand by your own, because if I explain all the data types, video will become very large. Just try to understand. If you don't understand, then comment down below. I will explain all the variables in a separate video. Okay, now just take a look on these data types and try to understand by your own. Okay, so these are the some ranges and storage of these data types. So pause the video and try to understand. Now maybe some of you are thinking that how these ranges are discovered. So these are not the assumption of any person. Now these ranges are discovered by a formula. So for assigned data types, we have a formula that range varies from minus 2 to the power n minus 1 to positive 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1. And same for signed unsigned data types, we have a formula that ranges varies from 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1. Now what is n here? So here n is the storage that is consumed by the data types in bits. So let's take an example of a character data type. So character data types store consumed 8 bits, because it consumed 1 byte of storage, and 1 byte of storage is equals to the 8 bits of storage. Okay, so a character data type consumed 8 bits of storage. So let's put it in the formula for unsigned char. The range varies from minus 2 is to the power 7 to 2 is to the power 7, 2 is to the power 7 minus 1. Okay, so let's put it. So let's open the calculator, or and 2 is to the power 7, that is minus 128. Now we have to check the last limit of the range. So it is 2 is to the power 7 minus 1, that is 127. So the character range varies from minus 128 to 127. So it is clear with the formula. So now let's take a look on the unsigned char. So it ranges from 2 is to the power 2 8 minus 1, that is 255. So the unsigned char range varies from 0 to 255. So the formula is verified. Okay, so as so with the help of this formula you can find out the range of any particular data type. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, then hit that like button. If you have any query regarding